Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm here. Yes, yes. How are you guys doing today? Hey, Mr. Bald. Hey, Mindtron. Late Lamau. Oh, Mr. Bald alone. How you doing? You gonna join? No, I can't. Afraid about what? Oh, I'm not afraid. I'm already? What do you mean by already? Well, you doing great? Yo, hi, late. But yeah. So I took a little swing to the bathroom. And you know, I just had breakfast like 2 hours ago, had a little coffee. It's lunchtime now, but I'm not really that hungry, so it's all right. It's all right for me right now. Sure, buddy. Sure, bud. You think I believe that stuff? I also just set up these things, so you can do this. We're at the Yo and go to game only, which will pull this up. Apparently, some games require OBS to be run as administrator in order to capture them, which is weird. I don't know why. So now, if I ever have to do some game only stuff, it's like that. But I put up a rudimentary little thing here. So this is the Twitch scene here. Got Twitch chat all up in the corner up there, right? And then you got YouTube chat up in the corner there too. So I can always do YouTube chat now, which is nice. But I kind of want it to look differently, so I'm gonna have to do some things with the plugins, right? But currently we're playing game only. I do want to do some chat sometimes, but that's what we got at the moment. So, hey yo, yeah. Now that's ugly. Yeah. Yeah, this is just taking the URL for the YouTube chat, right? And putting it right up there. Same for Twitch, right? So, unfortunately, you have to install like custom OBS plugins, I think, in order to really edit them. But at least they're there, right? So, let's get onto the server. It's Mr. Bald is online. Yo, it's him, Mr. Bald. Is he bald? Maybe not. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're online. We're doing good here. You took everything. What is this? What is the striper? The senior per. And also, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm getting some lag spikes. I don't know why. It's because Minecraft sucks at using as much CPU. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that I haven't seen before, right? So unfortunately, sorry for the lag here. Maybe I'll set the max frame rate down to like 60 or something, man. VSync on. Maybe I should turn VSync off. But yeah, 60 might be better. I'm not sure. Trying to hit like 160 before. But there's this thing. There's a tree with a little bit of shading above it. Holding... Oh, I guess it's someone's base. I guess you can sleep in the bed. That's some random stuff in here. Got some gold cooking. Mind lol. Yes. Please donate loot or food to the poor. This is much better than loot or food. And then we have this base. I don't even know if people have been... If someone's fell in a huge hole. Please put water there. This is Mitron's little shack, little hut, I guess. Interesting. This is Mitron's throne. Don't steal. I don't think anybody would steal this. This is really not the best throne I've ever seen. I mean, it said not. He didn't say not sit. You know, maybe we could take a little sit on here. He thinks he's rich. And then there's Rick the fish, although we can't see the name because I'm not sure if he has a name, but he has a name sign outside. Okay. Apparently Minetron has given up on building a full house base or whatnot and just kept his little hut around here. Great discount. 2 keys. 1 free 2 keys equals 1 diamond and 1 free max wind charge. So what I want to do today is go back to that trial chamber and see what's going on. We might as well like find another trial chamber as well, because I think the vaults have been added, right? And when we searched for that last trial chamber, vaults were not added. Oh, what the heck? Kind of mind it. As long as you don't mind the trial spawners, I think we're okay. There's some random... I don't know who would actually go out their way to like mine a trial spawner. Those are tough to mine. Like, what are those blocks? Chiseled deep slate or something like that. The things that make out the mouth of the warden head inside ancient cities. That's my fish. I thought you were gonna say like, don't eat it. That's my fish. Stop. Don't eat it. What the heck is with all these? Ah, he came through. He's after me. Oh, did he go back? Oh. Oh, there we go. I forgot I'm like poor on food. Dang, you mined it. Did you actually mine it for all like the copper and stuff? What the heck? Did you like take down all the torches too? What's the point of taking down the torches? Oh, you took the bulbs. I'm gonna give you some food. Well, I'm kind of like out of room here. Oh, I was about to toss that on a choker box. I actually don't remember which one I have trial keys in. Did I put my trial keys anywhere? Did I give them all away for some reason? Don't remember. Definitely not that one. The TNT. The TNT box. Wow. Okay. Huh. I have no idea where I placed my trial keys. I thought I had a lot. In there? No. Maybe it's in here. Yeah, there's the trial keys. Thanks for giving me one. Oh, I have some food. I have lots of random stuff in this. Let's grab that. Yeah, we have some food. We can survive a little longer with it. Okay. What? Where are you? You son of a gun? Where's that trial spawner? They spawn up here, or did they climb all the way up here? I don't know who put this water here. But yeah, don't mind the trial spawners if you find any. They're useful. Do not take your time to do that kind of stuff. Oh, there we go. There's more. I don't think there... Actually, there might be breezes around here, but I'm not sure. They're coming after me, but I've got carrots. Multiple carrots. I can survive everything. I got the gold kind, too. Okay. It's only one trial key from that one. I already get poisoned all the time, man. They're really about whittling away your health. Oh. I don't need that. Ah. These guys are nasty. Man, if I had Smite 5, I would be one-shotting these guys, but unfortunately I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat some glowberries. Glowberries are not great. I Smite 4. Don't you dare one-up me like that. Just imagine you just say something like super like menial. Just super mundane and stuff, and then people just like take super offense to that, like ah, these guys. I have to keep eating food. I have strength bots. Now what are we getting here? Oh. Oh. Oops. Whoa. Okay, trial key. Oh, 2 of them. Guess one of them would be yours. But we'll go see. We'll try to find a trial with the vault. Oh, I think this is the beginning room, isn't it? Yeah. The beginning of the entire trial chambers, or what's supposed to be the beginning. I think there's supposed to be, yeah. There we go. Is that it? Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna try to find the breeze room, and then we'll skedaddle and try to find one of those newer trial chambers. Well, that we had a random pillar of stuff. I don't think this is a breeze room. We're just gonna skip it. I think this is a poison skeleton room. It is a breeze room, or are you saying it is a poison skeleton room? Breeze? You sure about that? You're willing to bet your whitelist on it? Oh, food, nice. It's just chaos in here. Jeez, man. Oh my gosh. I need to eat. Oh, I can't even jump with this poison, man. Oh. That one's done. Yep, nothing goes more up, and it's all not breezes. Well, time to kick Mr. Bald from the server. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else around here. Oh, wait. This one's still spawning them. Oh, now it's the end of that one. Yeah, there's no need for any of this stuff. Where's this breeze room that you so... that you have found here? Huh. I'm at the breeze room, I swear. Yeah, I can see the breezes now. Why did you do that? Don't take down the scaffolding. Scaffolding useful. Let me take care of these guys. Oh, that's one thing finished here. Oh. I cannot see a thing. Ah. Whoa. Oh, I guess he didn't drop any. This one's still activated. Is there not another skeleton around here? See, those ones are done, but there should be more skeletons. Also, let's get rid of this water. This water is annoying. You killed them? No, you didn't. There's still more somewhere. Because that thing is still spinning. The thing is still on fire. I don't know where they are, though. Huh. They come down here or something? But yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to check out any wind charges because those breeds do not have any. Or if they did... I got robbed of them. Okay. Oh, we found one. Another breeze room, I think. But you guys will die. I don't need this on ever. Goodbye. Okay. Oh! Really? Oh, Jesus. Oh, did he drop any? Oh, he did. Okay. I got 6 from that guy. I think it's 4 to 6. Ah, come on. Where are you? Just die. I got strength. No, I don't. I got strength. I got it. I got sharpness. But you still won't die, huh? Now I got hunger. Come on. There's so many things. I wonder how much more chaotic it would be with more than 2 people, huh? Because this is already pretty... This is already a lot, you know? It's not like it's a small amount. Just imagine like 16 poison skeletons coming at you all the time. Ready to take your life, man. You gotta stop hitting me. Okay, we gotta find a thing. We gotta find a new trial chamber in order to use the vaults. Because this one does not have any vaults. It does have... I think this is the way out. This is mined out so poorly. Just everywhere is a hazard. Okay, we gotta find a new area, and we know that this is where the armadillos start to spawn, so we'll go out a little bit further here. It's negative, maybe more in the negative X. Yeah, more in the negative X, maybe. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got the wind charge. I think you could... I think you can possibly double jump with it? Yeah, okay. You can basically double jump. So that's pretty good. I'm just trying to find a trial chamber with a vault in it. That is what I'm trying to do. So I know this is definitely a new area. So we're going to go this way. Oh my gosh, look at them armadillos. They're everywhere. They're now an invasive species. Now, I don't know where is new terrain and where is not, but I do know that we were in new terrain from the last Now Sean. So if we go out further like this way, we probably will find something new. If we can find a trial chambers around here, maybe we'll find some vaults. Maybe if I find a big cave in this jungle, right? Maybe we'll try to find a big cave opening and just go through it. Oh, I found one. Okay. Oh, it might not be that big, actually. Huh. Yeah, it's just a small ravine. Nothing too interesting there. Yeah, we might as well keep going out this way because the chances of stumbling upon one should be fairly high since they're everywhere underground, right? But you don't really get that many chances to have a clear opening, clear see through to the ground, see through underground to find them. There we go. Oh, another savanna. If there are armadillos around here, then I know that we're definitely in new terrain. Oh yeah, they got like new animations and stuff. We'll check that out when we find another one. I don't see another armadillo though. Oh my gosh. Look at this generation right here. How did they build that? How did they build all this? They're magicians. But yeah, we gotta find a... Ooh, that's a big cave opening, but I don't think it will lead anywhere. This one also is a little big crevice into the ground. Maybe this will lead somewhere. Is the lava still flowing? No, it's not. So we've been here for a little while now. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, but I ain't seeing more than I am right now, huh? This is where we came in. Yeah. This is where we came in. There could be more down here, you know? I know you guys probably can't see anything. So I'm sorry about that. But let's try to find something, huh? Let's try to find another trial chambers. I know we spent like a full stream trying to find one the last time. But maybe we'll be a little bit more lucky, you know? Maybe. It will be a little bit more lucky. Yeah. I actually don't know if that's gonna happen. Cords? Well, it's not even that good to come around to me digging in the caves. I'll only send cords if I do find a trial chamber. Yeah, I think we're gonna head out. There's a big ravine, big cave, but no trial chamber. Yeah, there's just like no point in giving cords unless something big has already happened. It's like trying to give cords while finding like an end portal or something, right? You're not at the end portal and you might get other people lost if you just send out the cords randomly. Oh, rip. I don't even know where you died. Go back to the cave, please. I'm not going back to the cave because I'm not going to stay in the area if I don't know where you died. I'm just gonna be fumbling around and your items will just despawn. But yeah, don't curse. You will get a little strike for that. Okay, there's nothing in there. Yeah, I'll give it to you later. I'll give you another Elytra later. Because I'm currently still searching. Although, okay. You're gonna have to pay double right now for that Elytra, because I only have about, like, 2 left. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, and also, I'll do... Oh, here's the thing, right? This is Mitron's second Elytra, right? So, if he dies again, he'll get a third one. You'll also get a third one. Or a second one. I forget which one you're on. But after the third one, I'm not selling anymore. If you die 3 times with the Elytra, you probably don't deserve it. It's like getting in a car crash 3 times. You're probably not supposed to be driving a car then. Dang, this looks pretty good, right? This is a pretty super cool place to build. I said like, I almost said swell. This place looks radical. But yeah. Okay, how about this? Second Elytra is still 12, right? But anytime someone dies, like over those 2 times and once another Elytra, right? Then the prices keep doubling per death. So on your 3rd death, they will cost 24, or not doubling, maybe plus 12 every time. Because I don't have unlimited Elytras, and I can't keep providing them. I don't even end bust. Okay. That way you can still get Elytra, but you'll have to come... It's a hefty cost. And maybe we'll force you to actually get good with an Elytra. Didn't have feather falling? Well, if you're trying to catch up with me, I have all the protections, right? You should think about that before you go all haywire, all ham with flying. Why is Mr. Paul dead? I left for a second. He's just dead. God, good nerd. I'm used to having feather falling. That you should have thought about that before. I always get fully enchanted before I go out on adventures because I don't want to take the risk of losing everything. And that's how I don't die often. I can take risks now. And if I die, it's just my fault now. For being careless. But if I die before then I was just too lazy to get full good armor. Yeah, this is a pretty nice place, honestly. I'll save that. That's interesting. Oh, but there's so much cave around here that I kind of just want to explore. But yeah, you can get full netherite armor, fully enchanted in about like, if you spend like 5 hours of gameplay. It's not too bad. And I say 5 hours because I'm also giving you the chance to, like, what is it called? Oh yeah, I don't need the trial keys on me at the anymore. Or for right now. Don't need the leads. Because netherite is really RNG. You can find diamonds pretty easily underground though. And diamond armor, you know, is still good enough. Fully enchanted diamond armor is still good enough because you can just upgrade it to netherite along the way. But you have to get one of those netherite upgrade templates. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, I'm not willing to give away the elytras I have actually enchanted up, right? Let's see. I should probably put that away as well. I don't need the boat. I don't need the obsidian. What else don't I need? Yeah, whatever. Oh, what was I even trying to do? I was trying to make like torches or something. Torches, give me the things. I need some torch stuff. Lots of coal ore we can fortune. Oh. This has room for some nether ores. Hold on, I gotta I gotta protect this place a little before I read some stuff. Don't want anyone exploding the chest. I'm a rage quit real quick. There's some villagers for diamond armor. I put those 12 diamonds in your mailbox again. But now I'm gonna go. Bye. Well, have a good rest of your day. You see? This is what I mean. Random creeper comes out of nowhere. Just be like, hey, those are some nice boxes you have, and then explodes. Creepers are so nice, you know. But yeah, if I don't find one, I'll come back to spawn and make the small shop, right? I'll make the shop where you can just buy armor and stuff. If you don't want to do the villager trading. Because I need to get rid of a lot of space in my ender chest. And I don't really have any use for the diamond and iron stuff I found while end busting. And also, I don't really want to end bust yet, just because I feel like Mojang is going to add vaults to end cities, especially for elytra and all that stuff. So if I find new end cities, well, that's great, but maybe they'll add, like, I'll get a vault and an item frame, but maybe they'll add it so that anybody who visits the end city later can get an elytra from those vaults, you know. Hey, Echo, how's it going? Yes, Mr. Bull just sucks in Minecraft. Just go to a random base and copy the upgrades. Hello, how are you? How are you doing, Echo? I'm studying right now, but I think I can still join. Oh, yes, please. How much? Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. For armor, it would be great. Uh-huh. Yeah, how's your guys' what is it called? Arena coming along. I mean, I guess you're set back a bit now. But Bro, Diamond for me, it says I'm bad. It's like, what is it called? The dead teammate in like CSGO or Valorant that just says you suck after you die, even though they died first. Bro, you could have been helpful, but you're dead now. Look who's talking. Okay, am I gonna find another trial chamber, or am I gonna be very unlucky? Like last time. Yeah, I'm not a survival expert. Uh-huh. But yeah, as long as you keep playing the game, I remember back in the day, I used to get frustrated because I was too lazy to look up when I was caving, so creepers would always fall down on me. And I always had like iron armor because I was too lazy to get more than that. But yeah. As long as you keep playing and grow more patient, right? Then you'll get better at the game. It's not all about like I am gonna waste my time getting good armor when I could just survive some stuff. But no. You gotta learn how to not die at every turn. This game is dangerous for anybody who's really newbie, you know? It's like when you're in the start, you don't make a house or you don't make a hole that you can hide into, right? You're just fighting off mobs and you don't know that you can't just spam click to kill something. But I'm PvP god. I mean, I'm not a noob, bro. I'd say if you're not a... I don't know what to tell you. You're... You can be noob at different things at Minecraft, right? You can be a noob at PvP, noob at PvE, noob at building, noob at redstone, right? When I say noob at this, right? It doesn't mean that you're noob at entirely Minecraft. You just don't have that much experience playing survival, right? Or playing PvE. You can die easily because there's a lot of other things that you can do. You're a lot more restricted in PvP. And there are servers dedicated to it, right? And this is a server dedicated to survival on the snapshot, so. But yeah, if I say noob, don't assume like I mean noob in everything, right? I got a 2-win streak on PvP Legacy. I don't know how good that is. It means nothing to me. that achievement you just spewed, it means nothing to me. I don't know what that means. Is that good or not? I have nothing to compare it against. Oh, look, big cave. Let's try to find a trial chamber here. I meant Bed Wars. Is that good in Bed Wars too? You're not explaining what's good about it, right? Like, imagine saying I'm in top 3,000 in like chess or something, right? Like, I'd have no idea what that means unless you say that like maybe pro players are in the top like 500, you know? Like, there's nothing to compare against. It's one of those things that you do learn in school though too. Like, numbers mean nothing unless you have something to compare to. Oh, I have 5 netherite ingots. Wow, that's a small number, but that also means that you've mined like like 20 netherite ancient debris, and that takes up a pretty good amount of time, right? But you had no idea what the heck netherite even was. Those numbers mean nothing. Like, good on you, I guess. Don't know what Bed Wars is? I know what Bed Wars is, but if you're talking about ranks in Bed Wars, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means to be number like 36 in the whole world in Bed Wars or something, right? Like, I could say great, but I don't know how impressive that is. Okay, this doesn't go down. It's really high up, though. Probably should not be searching for a cave that high up. Yeah, if we hit the 10,000, negative 10,000 mark or something, I will just turn back. I don't want to explore that far. I don't want to explore further, is what I mean. That's the cave we just came out of. Yeah, I used to think like walking 1,000 blocks in Minecraft was bad, right? Oh, now it's loading slowly. Maybe this is... I mean, I guess this is definitely new terrain. But no, it just takes like 5 minutes or something. It's what you do to grab an elytra, right? Doesn't take that long to walk 1,000 blocks, but it takes longer if you haven't found an end city in that time. And then you fly 1,000 blocks in like 30 seconds. Wow, if your PC is good enough to load the chunks, that is. Yeah, it's just like that one clip I saw where someone's just talking about what is 100 horsepower, because it sounds like a lot, right? It sounds like a lot, but that is just the like the speed of a scooter, right? If you don't know anything about cars or something, that number will not mean anything to you, right? Like, oh, I can only go 100 horsepower? That's a lot. That's what you think, right? But no, it's not a lot, because you're comparing horsepower by average like horse speed, you know. Horse energy. Imagine if everything was like based off of horses. just like this chicken is 0.3 horses. Like, what does that mean? How'd you make the default base value a horse? Like, why? Okay, this doesn't look like it goes down that far. Yeah, that doesn't go down that far. Let's get out of here. Man. I'm still on the camp of they should give maps to like trial chambers or something, because even just walking around and looking for the biggest caves, it's not going to get you anywhere. Oh, we got some sentry armor. That's interesting. I'll take the... not that. I'll take the wood. Give me your wood. And I'm also like... if you haven't read any of my tweets, right, I'm like, maybe these breezes... oh my gosh, it's on fire. How many villages today have we seen that just have lava pools just right in them? But yeah, I was thinking about like, maybe they should drop breeze rods, you know? I wonder how the brewers around here, I feel like there's only some chances for like the villagers to go into the nether, right? And I feel like it's kind of weird that villagers can brew, but also nether is super hostile to them, right? It is just not a great place to explore. Are they really killing blazes to get their brewing stands? Or are they trying out the trial chambers to kill some breeze? Maybe it gets maybe they walk everywhere with like iron golems or something, you know, that's the lore. They just, any place they go that is dangerous, just iron golems everywhere. They just spam iron golems. Oh, look at this, dude. We got an abandoned village. Yo, I haven't seen one in a while. Abandoned villages are pretty cool. It only has a saddle in that one. Oh, maybe I should sleep. Back. Welcome back. 2? I don't know what that means, Mr. Bald. You mean 2 villages that I've stumbled upon with with flaming, with a sauna right inside of them. Yo, abandoned village is nice. We got a leather worker here. That guy's coming at me. Oh, we got some... Actually, I might take the bread. I'm hungry. Goodbye, dude. I ain't saving you. Just like kill them and keep yelling, self-defense! Self-defense! It was a missing board! Yeah, we're at the, like, 10,000 block line. Just like a couple hundred blocks that way. But this, we got like a little big cave here, you know? Maybe we should explore it and see if we find some trial chambers and try to find a vault. Dang. Someone is angry over there. We can survive a creeper explosion, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, I placed that there and it exploded immediately. But my armor can take some massive damage if I had like blast resistance or something. This doesn't go down that deep, so maybe this is not the best place to look at, to explore. I keep getting lag spikes, man. I think it's from placing the torches. Yeah, it is. I don't know why placing the torches in that area just like made the lag spikes. Maybe it's because it was near the water. The water updating light is pretty laggy, I guess. Yep, okay. It feels like it's near the water, where it's updating pretty pretty strongly there. Oh, thanks for the explosion, man. Oh, there's a geode. Okay, does this go any deeper? It does? Okay. Oh, there's a huge mine shaft. That's nice. But, oh, look at this. Big blaze. We can see a lot of stuff now. Oh man, you need to download Fulbright. I like to play with those kinds of mods. Well, it's also because I can see and navigate in the dark, right? Like, I can remember caves and mine shafts to a great degree, right? And plus, I don't have like a crappy monitor, right? Where I can't see anything once it gets fully dark. I mean, I used to have a crappy display. Oh, I found some diamonds over there. But yeah, you probably don't see the diamonds if you don't know what I'm... If you don't know how, like, how dark it is, right? Yeah, more diamonds there. Yeah, once you get a good display, I think you're pretty good with it, right? Like, at least 90 hertz. At least 90 hertz full... Like sRGB coverage, you know. Might cost more than like $180, but that's okay. In my opinion. I don't see a trial chamber yet. We came from that way too. But this mine shaft looks pretty gnarly. We got like a huge oh, amethyst geode right there. We got a huge lava lake over here. Oh, we're in new territory for real, for real. Oh, there's a lush cave on fire over there. Man, this is so huge and I don't see any trial chambers. My luck is bad with the big caves and trial chambers stuff. It keeps going, honestly. That's pretty... I mean, I think we just looped back throughout, through that. Ah, shoot, man. Oh. What levels of the trial chamber spawn at? Like, I think it's -25 or something. There were two of them there. Good riddance, you know? Oh, I didn't mean to jump like that. They're dead, though. So, grab the XP. Go on spectator low. Well, this is supposed to be a survival thing. I'm not willing to cheat that easily. Just like, oh, I can't find something? Oh, I don't have full netherite gear. Just turn on creative mode. Takes the fun out of a lot of stuff, I think. Just have that one person that's always like, oh, you gotta turn on cheats real fast. Like, what's the fun in not exploring for something that needs to that is functionally you need to explore to find it, you know? Like, oh, I have everything at my fingertips. That's so fun, you know? Surpass so bad. There's so much diamonds here, like, I don't think you can... okay. Remember this? I know I heard a lot of people complain about, like, not enough diamonds. I'm not getting that many diamonds on the ground. Or whatnot, right? There's just tons of them. There's tons of diamonds. You just gotta look a little. Like, you can get a full set of diamond armor just from caving once. For like the first 30 minutes of your game or something. There's so much. Even without fortune. Yeah, but I just feel like a lot of the complaints for all these things that are like statistically and verifiably like pretty easy, right? They're just from players that are somewhat like, I guess, lazy, right? Like, come on. I'm not grabbing these diamonds because I don't need it, right? But you can literally grab all you want if you come back here. But yeah, don't get like... I feel like a lot of people are also very used to like PvP servers and whatnot, minigame servers, and don't understand like why something isn't easier in like in survival Minecraft or something like that, right? But a lot of these games require you to survive and work for them, or work for it. Basically, I'm just telling you to get good. You want a Elytra? Risk your life for it, you know? You gotta go to the end. Gotta go on foot. Don't get destroyed by shulkers or endermen. Grab your Elytra. You're in and you're out. And now you have a very, very powerful item on your hands. Ah, golden apple, nice. I don't care about the gold that much. Oh, we got a diamond. Not gonna grab it though. Golden apples though. Goodbye. This is okay. Grab some bread too. Name tag. Well, you're gonna get an infinite name tags from villagers, so that's not too bad of a miss. You're looking to climb after me like that, huh? Oh, dang, bro, that was... That was so brave of you. I was gonna say, till you died. You're coming after me, huh? And I can't beat you unless I get closer. But yeah, it's also, I think, coming back to what I said before, right? Like a symptom of growing up as well. Because if you're young, you definitely have a lot less patience than a grown up, right? Because even, you know, if you ever look at like studies with like children, with babies, right? If they can't do something, they just give up. They just give up. They don't think of any other solutions. They just drop all their milk on the ground or something. Which is interesting, an interesting thing to think about, I think. It's like humans just eventually learn to be patient, right? And also eventually like no, what is it? What am I trying to say? Eventually get more tools, I guess, to make their own solutions, right? Because when you're a child, when you're a baby, you don't know what other things are possible until you learn them. But as you keep growing, you know you can find many more solutions. You get taught many more solutions, right? Oh, look, more diamonds. And eventually, you'll have a toolbox that you can pick from of all the tools you can use for your solutions. You just basically learn problem solving as you grow up. Goodbye, creeper. You almost got me. But yeah, it's fine if you give up. It's fine if you retreat. It's just that you have to come back and try again, right? Don't give up forever. Just one loss does not mean your whole life has been upturned, right? Just keep try again, you know? Oh, there was another little stack there, right? Yeah, that's how technically I got better at Minecraft. It's just like I was so tired of like dying that I just took it slow, learned to be careful, right? I was super cautious for a while, and then I learned over time what not to be cautious about, or what to be somewhat cautious about, and how important armor is, how important upgrading your tools and everything is, right? How to make things easier for myself without having to think that much. Just became second nature to not die. But yeah, you definitely have to put time into it. I feel like it's very possible, more diamonds. It's very possible that I have played like maybe 5,000 hours of this game. I don't know. I know I definitely took a break for a while. That was when I was younger, and I had to like finish high school or whatnot. But yeah, I've been playing this game for over a decade, ever since the Jungle Temples got released into the game. So it's been a while. Hey, Snow, how's it going? Interesting conversation. But yeah. It's like when I also, comparing it to another game, it's like when I started playing CSGO, right? I was trying to play with my friends, and looking back at it, I do cringe, right? But I thought I was gonna be good at aiming because I knew how to fight in Minecraft, right? But no. I always looked at the ground and stuff, because that's what I always do when I play Minecraft. I didn't know subconsciously that I was always looking at the ground and stuff like that. So eventually I learned how to look at players' heads and all that stuff in order to get better. But yeah, you just learn by doing, right? If you want to get better, you gotta stop thinking that you're super good at everything, or that a lot of your skills will carry over. Some will, but not everything. It's like college credits. Not every credit will carry over to your next degree. Are you able to speedrun? Can you grab that looting book for me? But yeah, also, I do this thing where on any server, I'll sell you stuff. I'll never really give it to you for free because you gotta learn. You gotta learn that I'm not gonna do everything for you. And plus, a lot of people are just like, yeah, I'm not gonna babysit you. I'm gonna teach you how to do something, but I'm not gonna give it to you outright, right? Like, I'm not gonna be that person that's like, oh, here's all the free stuff. Here's everything you need, you know? And always respond to requests like, oh, I lost this thing. I lost this thing. Can you give me a new one or something like that, right? Like, you gotta learn how to do it yourself. I'm not gonna always be that person that's like gives you stuff without teaching you a little bit or giving you a chance for it. But yeah, I can't grab that looting book. That looting book is long gone. I play both creative and survival. I'm not lazy or a child. I just like to play in both modes. And the game at the end of the, it's a game at the end, a sandbox game that makes it my day to play however you want to play it. Yeah, you play however you want to play. But if you get frustrated over something that you can learn how to avoid, right? Then I'll just say it right here, right? Then that's definitely a skill issue, right? If you don't know redstone but don't feel like learning how to actually put down the circuits and what they do, right? This is such a weird place. Like, then I don't know what to tell you. If it requires some learning and some skill building to do something that you want to do, then you got to do it. And it's okay to look at like what is it called? It's okay to look at like instruction videos and all that stuff, right? To get your bearings. They're teaching you, right? That's what teaching is. They give you examples, you learn to copy them, and then you learn how to use them. And you learn how and why to use them, right? Okay, where the heck? What did I just do there? Oh, that's not how that works. Okay. But yeah. And I think it's okay to get frustrated while learning, right? But it's always about trying to get better. If you don't try, you'll never get better. You gotta at least put in some effort. Let something go and learn how to craft it. I agree. You missed diamonds, I agree. I'd rather learn myself to how to use redstone things. Surely get good. Yeah, I think you can really sum things up to be like, I'm only saying like you should get good at it, but it's true, right? Like, if you don't know how to edit a video, go look at a video editing tutorial or whatnot, right? Go look at how to use Premiere Pro. Like, there's nothing stopping you unless you just don't, unless you can't like hear the video in public or something and they don't have subtitles, right? Like, you gotta start somewhere. You can't just be like, oh, I'm not gonna learn it. I'm gonna learn it at any time and be frustrated on why you don't know how to do something. You don't know how to do it because you didn't put down the effort to learn. Where am I? Let's get out of here. I feel like I'm lost. Maybe? Maybe not. We learn from our mistakes, yeah. And it's okay to make mistakes, right? It's okay to make mistakes. It's not like everything's over from one mistake. Like, if you learn a mistake, that's just a hard lesson for you, right? That you won't do it again, or you won't do something similar to that again, right? It's not like, oh, you make a mistake and now now you can't pass this class, right? Like, no, you suck at this whole thing now. That's not how things work. It's just you just made a mistake there, you know. You can always learn to get better. Yeah, but if anybody says like you're a failure just for not getting one thing, like just keep in mind like in order to pass a grade around here, right? You have to get at least like 50% and up, right? Not an F, you know. I think it's actually like 60% and up, right? And what is that? That is 3 fifths. You have to know 3 fifths of the things that you're being taught, right? And things will improve anyway, even if you pass, right? You have English 1, right? And then you get to English 2, language 1, language 2, right? So you'll eventually keep learning. And you'll get there. You don't learn everything off the bat. And you don't understand everything off the bat, maybe, right? Unless you're really, like, you're really geared for that, right? Like, you're super good at it, right? But don't think that you always have to get talent to get somewhere, right? Hard work is something you aren't born with. you have to bring your effort with. You have to bring your own effort in. If you don't learn how to learn, then you can't progress. Motivation is key to everything. It pays me when you just see past diamonds. Well, I don't need it. If you ever want to come here, right, and grab them, right, you can. But yeah. And also, I will say this. You'll learn that motivation is definitely good, right? But a lot of things don't happen unless you try to start them with or without motivation, right? You might feel like it's a ton of pain to get off your butt and start exercising or whatnot, right? But in order to start getting motivated, you kind of have to start doing the thing too, right? You might feel like it's a huge pain in the butt to start exercising, to get fit, maybe to get those muscles that you've always wanted, or not to die during like track races because you have such low stamina. But sometimes just doing it can be a motivator, right? Like you can just end up talking to yourself being like, oh, I can do that more now. Or I can do that. I can actually do that. I can start doing more stuff, right? And I think one of those things, like exercise, is very important in that avenue as well, because a lot of people don't want to just start exercising, right? They want to get some motivation to exercise. Like maybe they're like, oh, I want to lose weight so much, and that's what motivates them. But also just doing little by little every day can motivate you to do more. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Just had a small call. What? Oh, I thought these were emeralds for a second. I was like, how? How are there emeralds down here? Yeah, I was called a failure by Lucid. Now I'll say that no one is a failure. Just learn from your mistakes and you'll always have to learn from it. Mr. Motivator. But yeah. And don't be like that. Don't be like you have to do everything. You have to get everything ready by 18 because by when you're 18 years old or something, right? Like it is I think it's very unproductive to be like, oh, those young people under 21 are doing so much with their lives right now. But no. You can still do so much more, and you all already have the evidence in front of you, right? Your parents are still working or something, and they're getting, or your parents or your guardians are still working and they're getting a lot of, and they're able to sustain themselves, right? But their lives haven't ended, right? It's not like after 18, if you haven't done something extraordinary, it's like, it's like super bad, right? It's good to have been able to do something great at that age, right? But it's not necessary, and I think it's very demotivating to always be compared to people of your age who have done something, while you might not realize it, but the majority of people at your age have probably not done something that extraordinary, right? Like you look at all the extra extraneous cases where it does happen, and you should note that people are capable of that stuff at that age, but it doesn't mean that that you should have done that, right? Or that you had all the chances you need to do that. Take your time, do it at your own pace, right? You're not a failure if you haven't gotten your bachelor's degree by like age 30 or something, right? You start if you started college or something at that point, right? Like, people should take things at their own pace and not be completely destroyed by that, right? By just thinking about other people and how much they've done compared to you. But that's also only if you keep trying, right? Dang, this place is interesting. We got a whole, this is like a coastal village next to a huge mountain. Oh dang. And some ice spikes. Like, look at that. And glaciers too. Small ocean here. This is a pretty nice area. These villagers have the best. I saw a lava pool. I think it was just maybe a little bit of lava. Or are you saying that I saw one back there or something? But yeah, I'm gonna try to head back now. If we find a trial spawner or trial chambers on the way back, then we'll definitely visit it, but to see if we can find the vaults. But yeah, this is definitely a new area. Look at that. That was a lag spike. This is a huge mountain range here. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's even a raider. There's even a pillager outpost in the middle of this mountain range. That's awesome. That's actually a pretty cool place. Holy moly. And he didn't give us anything good, but that's okay. Look at this mountain range, though. This is amazing. What is the coordinates here? Negative 9,000, negative 3,000? Look at all these goats. This mountain is just huge, man. Oh my gosh, this little cut through the mountain too. Goes down a little bit farther. Maybe it goes down to Deep Slate. It doesn't look like it goes down to Deep Slate. But oh well, man, like it. It's a pretty nice place. Okay, where's the way home? Not that way. This way and this way. What's the seed? I forgot what the seed is. Oh, there's an igloo too. And a village. Whoa, man. You got the specials downstairs? No, you don't. You don't got that special downstairs. I'm feeling old now. What do you mean by that? But yeah. Just because you haven't accomplished much, right? Doesn't mean your life is not worth it, right? But dang, man, these villagers know how to live in this cold. It's not even a taiga village, right? They don't got the warm stuff. It came from down there. This villager's just living up there, living his dream life, being secluded in the mountains. And look at this sad one, this sad little icy one, sad little snow place. Saw some lights down there, and I don't think it's going to be a trial chamber. We got to find like a bigger cave. But yeah, I don't know. That might end off my my little ramble rant there, you know. What is that? Oh, they're dogs. Oh yeah, dogs get like double their health now. So they're less likely to just die after they're tamed, right? If they're not tamed, they have like the same amount of health as before. But if they are tamed, then they get double the health, which is interesting. So hopefully your wolves are less likely to die now. Those guys are just hanging up on top of that mushroom. Everyone's hanging up on top of the mushrooms. Yeah, I think this is new terrain. But I'm not sure if I'm ever going to find another place for those trial spawners. Yo, I'm back. Welcome back, Mr. Bald. Can you tame me so I won't die? Imagine that happens all the time. For mobs you can tame, like maybe cats or something. They just double their health. It's like, oh, now they're more healthy because you're around. Now you can do more experiments. You get like parrots that are like double their health. They don't die from like a single hit. I think we might have actually been here before. It's just loading slowly because the server is just not what is it called? Great. Okay, so here's also a thing. I kind of want to host this on my own computer instead. But on a different computer, one that I'm not using at the moment. Host this or another thing on it because oh, Armadillo's nice. Oh yeah, they have new stuff. Yeah, they have new animations, right? So, then they come out. Oh, but there are mobs around. They look out and be like, oh no. There are just lots of zombies around me. Ah, shoot. I got hit. Oh. Okay. You're coming out? Yeah, look at that. I like that animation a lot. Though I can run and run and scare them too, right? I like the whole, like, what is it called? Just the little shaking to get out of the animation. And like their little wobble as they walk around. I really do like the armadillos. They said that they were done with the armadillos, right? So you're not going to see many more changes if there are any. But I'd say like right now, they're pretty good. Like they're fully rolled up and now they're peeking out and then they look around and then pop right back out if there's nothing. If I run as soon as they peek out, they come back in. And then if I hit them, right, they come back out. But I think they forget if I'm Oh, no, they don't. Oh, no, they do. They end up forgetting if I'm a predator or whatnot, right? Even though I hit them, right? they remember for maybe a split second. But then they end up forgetting really soon afterwards. They're just like, are you friend or foe? Oh, no, you're foe. Now you're friend again. But now they're apparently working on the wolf armor now. So what you're seeing right now is definitely not the final state. Maybe there's going to be a whole lot more to the wolf armor than previously, than what was previously added, right? I don't know what kind of direction they will go with it. Maybe dyeing the wolf armor, make it trim worthy or whatnot, right? I don't know how they're going to actually approach it, but so I think, I don't know. I find wolf armor like already okay as it is. But I don't know how much you could do to improve it. The server's not the best. Yeah, this server only has like 2 gigs of RAM. And if you ever tried to play the snapshot with only 2 gigs of RAM, I think it does warn you a little bit. Because snapshots maybe a little bit broken with memory leaks and all that stuff. Because it might not even be like, it might not have happened, right? They might not have fixed something and something might just keep ticking all the time and end up overloading and crashing the server. Where do you host your server? I'm currently hosting on Apex. And yeah, that's also one of the things that I kind of want to do as well. If I keep the server always up around me, right? Then I don't have to do any of the FTP client stuff or whatnot. I mean, it'd be great to be able to do that, but I'm trying to set it up. I'm working towards setting it up at the moment. I think I'm following some tutorial that runs it off Linux from a USB drive on my old computer. So that's interesting. It's interesting learning that. But currently it's all hosted on Apex, which is honestly not a big deal at the moment, but I kind of want to offset the cost of it because it does cost like $10 per month. And I don't know how much that would be if I only if I account for the energy usage per month from my end, right? Because my old computer is definitely not efficient, and it's trying to run a graphics card as well, a discrete one, not iGPU or anything like that, right? So it's definitely going to cost a lot more power, I think, but hopefully not enough to be like more than $9 a month. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check on that as well. Yeah, I don't need that, but I can take the logs. We have Sing now. Sing, sing, sing. What do we got? Oh, so many armadillos. Do you see these? You see these guys around here? Those are pigs. But there's little armadillos right there. There's another village here too. Oh, I haven't seen one of these blacksmiths in a while. Or not. Are these considered blacksmiths? Oh, we got some obsidian and grab. Nice. Hey. What are new animals you showed previously called? You mean the armadillos? Oh, we got some cats. Yeah, hopefully they do add that kind of stuff to more mobs, right? Like maybe cats getting tamed would also double their health. Look at these armadillos. They're so scared of running. But they look out and they look around. Man, I love these animations. They're actually they're really well made. Then I think all the new mobs animations are always so well made. Like the warden, the sniffer, you know. You really get that feel instead of just like instead of some like hulking hulking mass of block just doing some random stuff. It looks like they're actually doing stuff with like purpose, you know. I turned Windows 11 again to deep loaded heavily. It removed 100 gigabytes and removed all the Windows spyware and bloatware. And oh yeah, I think they're putting a lot more AI into Windows 11, and then I think next year they'll do a Windows 12. Just like or around the same time frame that like Apple does their like major OS updates, but they don't call it like Mac OS 12 or something. I think they call it like Sierra or whatnot. Names of mountains or whatnot for their names of mountain ranges, I think. Or is that AMD? I know the next processors are like Granite Ridge or something. 5,000, not 5,000. 8,000 or 9,000 for Zen 5, you know? I get the feeling that that's... They said that they're apparently going to launch Zen 5 in in the second half of this year, so I'm kind of excited, especially since the leaks say like up to 30% uplift over Zen 4, which is huge. Because I'm not sure if they're talking about multi-core or whatnot, because multi-core multiplies differently. But single core, if you get above like 3,000 single core for every single core, that's a huge uplift to multi-core right there. But they're already close to 3,000, but they'd be one of the faster ones at 3,000. Imagine having a good 6-core CPU at like 3,100 single core performance. That'd be insane, I think. I think it's Geekbench scores that I'm talking about. Because they could, I don't think they said there's going to be any clock regression, just IPC improvement, right? So you're still going to see high clock speeds, but there's going to be more instructions per clock that they can do with the new chips. I mean, yeah. AMD started adding a lot of AI units, tiles. I don't know how to call it. Chiplets. They'll probably add a AI chiplet later, maybe Zen 6 on their CPUs and whatnot, right? So you'll have a dedicated like neural processing unit or something like that, right? So it handles all the AI tasks without offloading it to the GPU. And the GPU might also have some dedicated like AI processing units as well. So both CPU and GPU will offload that. It's like streaming coders, right? So maybe they'll offload it to that so that it doesn't affect much of the performance in single core or the regular cores that people use often. Because otherwise they'd try to be every single feature would try to share that CPU performance, and I think that's when people are probably going to upgrade, right? Because if they keep coming out with AI stuff that is actually useful, then being compelled to upgrade. Okay, I think someone has definitely been here before, because that's the only thing that would compel me to upgrade my CPU at the moment, because I am quite content right now with what I have, and I don't play any other like big titles with any problems, you know, other than Minecraft, right? So I think that's interesting. It would be nice to see if there's a huge uplift in IPC, maybe use a lot less energy, because they're probably going on to 3 and 2 nanometer really soon for desktop chips, right? So hopefully a lot of that happens. But if there's actually AI features in like 2 or 3 years that seem very, very important for future stuff, right? Then I think that'd be good. But yeah, I think the gaming PC market is kind of slow nowadays, right? Like there always are better chips and stuff. There's better GPUs out there. There's better CPUs out there, but they cost much more than before. So, although you can get a pretty good system, you can get a pretty good system for $1,000 these days. It's that it probably like there's a lot of demotivation in the market right now for gamers because you're probably not going to get the same kind of upgrades for the same amount of money as back then, right? So back then, like 2015 to 2018 to 2020, right? There was tons of stuff. But then everyone got really mad at the prices when the crypto boom happened, and then when the COVID supply shortages happened, right? So yeah, I do think that there's a boom, but there's more supply now because of AI. So prices aren't really going down or up very, very often because they keep buying GPUs for AI servers and whatnot, right? And they'll probably produce, like, unless they put it into their mainline stuff, right? They'll probably produce mini GPUs that are just focused on AI, so it's mostly like AI processes or something like that, and not like regular cores. Yeah, it's very interesting, I think, this current market right now. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Yeah, I was going the wrong way. I'm supposed to go this way. I got turned around pretty hard there. I've seen a lot of people everywhere using Windows 11, and I'm inside Pro. Remove these things while you're keeping this. Or slow down your computer, wasting space spying on you. I've seen another weather widget in any OS, I swear. Why can't I remove Google search bar and tape load? Option to delete it. That news feed you swipe. Oh yeah, I really do like it when what is it called? The governments regulate this kind of stuff, because I think Apple is now forced to like give people in Europe the option to use a third-party launcher or something, app loader, and Windows all around has been required to, like, what is it called? Not to make things deletable, and also not everything is like intertwined with like, oh, we were out, intertwined with like Internet Explorer and stuff, so you can actually delete some of the unnecessary stuff and install your own things, right? And I think people have to realize you can't just sue, like, you can't sue Apple, Google, Microsoft for a lot of these things, for any like malware that you happen to install, because they can warn you. But if you have the freedom to install good software, you also have the freedom to install tainted software, right? So I hope people aren't like too up in arms about like installing like bad software or something like that, and then somehow the computer like runs a lot worse. But you're like, you know, that was your choice. That was literally your choice there. You have the freedom to not install it, to take risks, and you didn't. It's like when parents like don't moderate, or what is it called? What their kids play or whatnot, or who their kids talk to, right? It's just like, it's not the company's fault that they didn't moderate it. It's your fault for not supervising your children. Come on. Why am I going the wrong way again? How did I go the wrong way again? That's the first thing I did when I bought my phone. My parents and myself always do this first. I'm not upgrading my CPU for a long time yet. Yeah. And I think most people will just be okay with like 6 cores, 12 threads in the future, right? I think Intel's removing hyper-threading from their next line. So it's just going to be like single core. Actually, no, not single core. I still think they're going to be maybe multi-threaded, but not hyper-thread. More than 1 thread per core, or maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe it's all like performance cores or whatnot in their next CPUs, because they are just sipping power. Those new Intel CPUs. You need beefy coolers if you want to run the highest end 24 core like stuff, right? Over 16 core 24 thread or 20 thread processes, right? So I think they're going like back to basics a little bit, like reducing the clock speed, reducing IPC, just to get that efficiency up before they start moving into more performance for the same amount of power, right? Because they are losing a lot in that front. I ran a local GPT on my computer and it's surprisingly really fast. I'm glad I got my gaming PC when I did. Mental Outlaw calls them glowies. Best name. What do you mean by glowies? Yeah, no problem with weather things, but dates, just let me easily remove them. Yeah. I don't like it when you're not given the choice to remove them, right? Like, yo, I don't need this. Why is it intertwined with other things? It doesn't need to be. Just remove it. Just let me remove it. If I don't want it, I don't want it, right? Okay, now we have to go this way to get back to 0, 0. But yeah, I think everybody will be fine at the end of the day. And end of the day, right? With like 6 cores, 12 threads. I guess maybe at least 8 threads, right? But I'd say that kind of sparingly, because 4 cores is definitely not enough today. 6 cores is, I think, the minimum. 8 cores is recommended with 16 threads. I think anything above that is basically if you need productivity stuff or whatnot. Okay, we're back home. But if you're gaming, you kind of want that V cache. You kind of want that 3D V cache that AMD is going on, because that can massively boost performance. So like 7700X 3D, right? Good gaming CPU. 7800X 3D, good gaming CPU. And if you're budget conscious, you can get like a 7600X 3D or whatnot. I'm not sure if those actually exist, but I know that they exist for the 5000 series. Right? And what doesn't exist for the 5000 series is the 5900X 3D and 5950X 3D, the 12 and 16 core parts, right? But they could release it in the future. AM4 doesn't seem like it's going to die anytime soon. Imagine that. AMD promised and delivered an 8-year CPU platform. That's like a console. And it's also like Apple phone support as well, right? Apple iOS support. Like that's insane how many years that have been given to these platforms. And it matters more because a lot of people aren't switching. People aren't upgrading all the time now. Because they know everything, the price goes up, and people are getting the same amount of money still today. So, of course, people have less to buy, less to spend on like luxuries and stuff. So unfortunately for these companies, they don't realize that people aren't buying a lot of stuff, and they're losing a lot of money because they aren't willing to drop that price down even lower. -6 core, 6 threads. Imagine school tells you not to open command prompt when you're exploring BIOS and installing Linux. And I think that's part of the problem with like schools adopting like Chromebooks and iPads, right? Because kids are not really learning how to use a computer. They're learning how to use the internet, right? They're learning how to use apps. They're not learning how to develop apps or how to navigate computers and all that stuff. Like it's just like it's not the same. The Chromebook is a computer, but it's very limited, right? It's very limited, and you kind of have to connect to the internet all the time. An iPad, you only get limited to the apps that are on the App Store that can install and whatnot, right? Like, I feel like there should definitely be like computer literacy classes, because there's no way computer is gonna, like, what is it called, disappear anytime soon, right? Like, we'll always have computers, and now we're putting computers on our faces with VR and AR starting to pop off, right? We're having computer devices on our hands with like Windows handhelds, PCs, and all that stuff, right? But yeah, I think it's important for people to learn some bit of coding, like learn how to do some things on the computer, right? Just a lot of stuff on the computer also becomes out of date because they start changing a lot of things to make things more accessible, right? Like you gotta be able to stare at the console one time in your life, right? Like when people do like, oh, just enter the console in like CSGO, CS2 and enter noclip and you'll be able to fly around the map, or in Gmod or anything like that, right? Any source engine. Have some fun with that, right? Like those are simple things you can do with games, but it also gives you some experience with like how console stuff works. Yeah, 6 cores, 12 threads. AMD are pretty good at the moment. I hope AM4 don't die soon. I do hope that AM4 doesn't die soon, but also at the same time, the only things they have left to do really are like 5900X 3Ds and 5950X 3Ds, the 12 core and the 12 core and 16 core parts, right? Because I could see some uplifts on that front, right? But at the same time, I feel like they should really focus on AM5, just because Zen 5 is coming out, right? It's coming up this year and all that stuff. I'm just like, yo, let me see that performance improvement, because I'm betting that Intel really doesn't have a solution unless they really try to go modular and really efficient, right? But I'm also hoping to see like Battle Mage and stuff for GPUs and whatnot. See if Intel can actually like revitalize the budget GPU market segment, right? Like $400 and less. And I say budget now, right? High end used to be $400 and more. I think you used to pay like $500 to $600 for like a GTX like 1080 or something. 1080 Ti, which is not really that great today, right? It's now considered like maybe a low end, you know, highest in the low end segment of the market. But yeah, if I had a Chromebook, I want to install Ubuntu on it and sell switching OS like Matt KC did. Sell me switching operating systems on Chromebooks, and then at the end of the year I uninstall the partition like nothing happened. But yeah, I wish it was more normalized and on like being able to run anything on your system without using like a virtual machine or something like that. And maybe you make me using a virtual machine is also better, just because it's not going to destroy your whole system if you download something wrong as well. Like you're not really, it's not on your computer and it's all like contained, right? You can delete the container as soon as something goes bad. Just like, oh yeah, that I definitely can't live with that anymore. Computer technicians isn't hardware, that's a dying thing too. Yeah, just a lot of like, I think like they really should not be like teaching just the internet, but computers as well, right? Like, what are computers? What do they do? Why are they important? Why is everything in computer now? And how to operate that computer, right? Like hopefully people are more because things have been getting easier to do, right? Like, you're not taking like 15 hours to download something because your internet is better and you don't have hard drives, which are slow as heck, right? It takes seconds on an SSD now, right? It takes just seconds, and you probably have like a Wi-Fi 5 and up card in your system, so you're not really thinking about like networking that much, right? How to improve that, because it's already pretty good at the moment. As things get better, as things get like more mainstream, the process is to simplify things more, right? And at the same time, since people have these new devices, right, they're capable of more stuff. So a lot of software often develops new tools, right? And a lot of the new tools is to hide what people are doing. Like, like what people are doing behind the scenes. I think a lot of like software and hardware eventually become like gates that people don't think about accessing, right? Just like, because it's not difficult enough to warrant finding out about it yourself, you don't think about looking into it at all, right? You just trust that it works. And if it doesn't work, then maybe that doesn't work. I like to see what they do to the 5600 CPU. Well, they released the 5600X 3D, but only at Micro Center, right? Only at Micro Center in the US. I don't think there's a Micro Center in any other country, right? But maybe Canada. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Micro Center is actually has expanded their franchise around, right? But there's just a lot of I think you can buy the 5700X 3D, right? For online at Newegg from any region, right? So I'm actually kind of like not sure why the 5600X 3D isn't fully online as well. Maybe it will be in the future. But yeah, there's a lot of options, especially if you live in the US, like I am. Compare when something goes wrong, yeah. It's just that as long as like computers keep trying to appeal to a mass market because they want them to sell, right? You'll encounter less bugs, but you'll also encounter less you'll also encounter more what is it called? Mine is blanking on it. More barriers in order to get to the admin level, right? So so it's kind of like, it's just not great for anybody like that's only learning via like a device that's pretty easy to use, right? Because they're not thinking about how do I fix this stuff, how do I make this better or whatnot. And also kids also don't really have the money to really pursue like their own kind of devices, right? So a Chromebook at like $200, that's okay. That's all they really need to pass their classes. Which is why I do like the Gamers Nexus like partner or whatnot, that one person where they always keep donating and buying computer parts for them so that they can teach kids about how computers work physically. And maybe they might also have some like logic classes and how to like build a circuit board and all that stuff, right? Like things that are pretty simple nowadays, right? Pretty simple to find a course on nowadays, but not really necessary for people to learn because people always think like, oh yeah, someone else is going to do that for me. Like, I don't need to learn that. Someone else is going to be an expert on that. But there's always more like software and hardware stuff coming out, especially with AI, you know? With AI, people could just ask AI how to do something and what this code means or whatnot, right? So these large language learning models, right, can teach you without without human intervention, right? And maybe it might be able to teach them about themselves. What is a language learning model? And all that stuff. When something goes wrong, 5 seconds, dude. Off from my fully booted, from off to fully booted. Yeah. Well, I don't have like fast boot on my system, right? It takes about like 20 seconds to boot, and the reason for that is because some competitive games aren't able to load their what is it called? Their anti-cheat software or whatnot if you have fast boot enabled, right? So a lot of times you're not going to be able to even log in to play the game just because it doesn't have that anti-cheat on, which kind of sucks. I wish because it has to it's trying to check for things at like maybe at the kernel level to see if you have it enabled or whatnot, right? So, and it's not a priority for Windows to boot it unless for Windows to boot it fast, Windows to boot your computer fast, because it can slow down the boot times. It's not necessary. So, but it is necessary for playing the games, right? It's not necessary for Windows to boot it, but it's necessary for Windows for your game to even run. And the game that I'm talking about is Valorant. Since I still have it installed on the PC, but I haven't played it in a while. But yeah, if it don't work, figure out why it don't work, and that's what I say. 5600G is my CPU. Yeah, I kind of... man, I kind of want to build a PC with the new integrated graphics stuff, but I know that what is it called? Like a 7800G, 7800. Is it a G? No, it's a 7700G, I think. Has like the 780M in it. And I was thinking of just maybe making a small computer that could do a little bit of gaming, but also can do some server stuff, right? Without drawing a lot of power like a discrete GPU would, right? So, I was thinking about that. Like, maybe I could use it as like a server thing, but also I could probably use a laptop as a server instead, right? Like, those are made to be efficient enough for people's use, unplugged. So that should be okay. But yeah, I just want to make like a mini, like a mini PC. But I think I'll wait until like at least Zen 5, right? Because I don't think RDNA 4 is going to come out this year. And I think there already have been some changes so that there's the latest graphics are RDNA 3.5. So there have been some changes. I'm not sure those changes are in the 780M. But there could be like a 790M next year or something like that, or 890M, 990M, 990M, right? There's a lot of numbers. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for smaller and smaller gaming PCs that have like maybe the next gen graphics will have like 2060 GPU performance for about like 35 watts or something, right? Like something insane. Because I think right now they have like 1650 level performance for the 780M, right? And desktop chips are usually more unclocked because they're not limited by wattages like laptop chips are, right? So if you get like a 1060 performance and up on on integrated graphics, I'd say that's a good level to be at, right? Because remember, like the 1060, I think it needed like 6 or 8 pin what is it called? Power connector, right? And now you could just run it straight off motherboard power. And I think the next gen like chipsets also will support USB 4, and a lot of other niceties that are new. You know, it might have a Wi-Fi 7 chipset. Yada yada. So yeah, I think the future is looking good for computing. It's just that these days, right? Like, it is just like they're coming out with good stuff, but the prices are just too much sometimes. I agree. I learned the logic replacing components and stuff. Fast boot is turned off on my PC too. Yeah, it takes a while for my PC to boot also, maybe because I have like 8 drives and tons of USB devices connected. There's just so much. And I say a while. 20 seconds is not a lot of time, right? Like, like compared to before, I'd have to wait like minutes because of the slow AF hard drives. I remember when my friends, when I was in high school, right, starting to learn a computer, just recommended get an SSD, and a hard SSD for fast boot and hard drive for storage, right? I didn't know the real reason. And now I do know the reason because I've tried it out for a while, right? And also I've been fixing old laptops for a while that had just the slowest mechanical hard drives in them. So yeah, it's just horrible. It's a great time to be SSD, right? To have good SSD performance. And now we're on to NVMe SSDs, right? Which are nice as well. NVMe SSDs are just like super fast, convenient. I think the worst thing about NVMe SSDs is that sometimes it can be a pain to screw them in if they don't have their own kind of like clip or something like that, because those screws are small and they can get lost in the motherboard, especially if you have lots of other components already like giving shade to it or able to protect the screw from being seen if you lose it. But I'm glad that like NVMe SSDs are now like at the same price and maybe below regular SSDs, regular SATA SSDs, right? What is it? I think 2 terabytes of a Gen 4 SSD, right? Compared to the best SATA kind of SSDs is around like $90 to $100. Which I'd say isn't that cheap, but it's 2 terabytes, so I'm just like, that's plenty of space, especially if you're trying to build your first like computer or something like that, right? And the NVMe SSD market is pretty large now, right? This is it's pretty large, and it's pretty competitive. Like Samsung launches their stuff at absurd prices, and then like a month or two, they have to reduce it like they have to reduce it massively, like up to like maybe 40 to 50%, because there's a lot of competition from like Crucial and stuff like that. Other manufacturers that maybe use Micron chips or whatnot. Because I think Samsung produces their own chips. I'm not sure if they actually use Micron storage or whatnot, but yeah. 3 drives, that's all I'm running. 2 SSDs, 1 USB hard drive. SSDs are far quicker, and they're far quieter. I remember when I used to have like an optical drive in my old computer, and also the mechanical hard drive. It just, that was a lot of sound, especially for startup. But now it's like pretty freaking simple. There's still sound because I'm still using my old mechanical hard drive, but just for some random niche kind of like storage, right? So yeah. Okay. Oh, he put in outgoing mail apparently. Here's another Elytra. It's gonna be our last Elytra. I don't have any more Elytra besides ones that I keep for myself. So, Mr. Bald, Mindtron. I know it feels like super like it's kind of like super annoying to hear it a lot of times, but really just like maybe practice trying to survive, you know, a little bit more. Try not to fly with like unenchanted armor, especially without protection. Yeah, my laptop has NVMe. Yeah, older laptops had actually space for those really small hard drives, but also that means that like even if they're small and might have a lot of storage, they still can suck a lot, especially as they age, you know. Man, I wasn't really able to check out that area. Maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll try again. We have a lot of trial keys now too. We do have some wind charges, right? So we can actually look at the wind charges a little bit more. Where did I put them? All right, this isn't... I forgot I haven't waxed that yet. Let's see. Where did I put the wind charges? A lot of random stuff. Oh, there we go. And I think you could buy wind charges up there. So I'm gonna grab some... I'm gonna use Mindtron Sweet Diamonds. We're gonna do a little bit of playing around with them after I heal up my Elytra and stuff. Yeah, my hard drive is only really being used for actually, let me check. What have I been using this for? Oh, okay. I've been using it to hold like lots of video files that I haven't been using or I will not use in the future, basically like future video or like past videos that are already completed and all that stuff, right? So I'm using it for storage like that because I started off with a 1 terabyte hard drive. I still have room in it. No more Elytras. Yeah, I do hope they add the vaults to end cities and their ships, right? So that anytime anybody comes around, everyone can get an Elytra if they've just visited once, right? Which is great, I think, of an idea. Make sure that every end city they come across is not like ended, and people don't spend their time breaking the vault for some reason. I don't know why anybody would break a vault. It's hard to break. Why would you spend your time breaking it? Are you really that big of a butt? But yeah, that's also the reason why I'm not exploring anything at the moment. Or exploring in the end. Because if I try to get another end city, right, and vaults appear in the end, then I might just have wasted a spot where an end city could have spawned with a vault for any other person to come around and grab it, right? And I do think they would be good in Nether Fortresses too, and any other man-made stuff. I don't think they belong in any places where things are clearly not man-made, like monster spawners, monster dungeons, you know, regular dungeons. Like villages might have them sometimes. Elder Guardian temples, right? Because I'm pretty sure Elder Guardians or Guardians and Elder Guardians do not make the temples, but they were made long ago, and they're the protectors of that place now, right? Just like how Enderman and Shulker are around end cities and whatnot, right? They probably weren't the people that made them, but they're now people that kind of protect them, right? They're just very... I just think there's a lot of potential with the vaults. The vault system is very nice, in my opinion. Especially for multiplayer servers that have things going on for long amount of times, right? Like, if you're a year in, people always feel like, oh, everyone has already gotten everything, right? And they don't want to play anymore because that demotivates them. But I think the vaults really do tend to solve that kind of issue, right? I think the only problem with the vaults is that they can be broken. So anybody who has the time to troll around and be a little butt can just mine them down. Right? Mine them down pretty easily. Because it doesn't like require a certain tool or anything. It's just you take some time to punch it and then it's gone. No one else can take it. Like, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I think we're almost done down here. I don't think I need to spend much more. We healed up the elytra a fair bit. Let's go check out the wind charges. Maybe a little bit. Just a couple more down the drain. Okay, let's go. let's buy the the rest of the wind charges. I'm trying to make a Louisiana purchase here. I'm not gonna buy them all, by the way. I'm not actually gonna buy them all. Some other people might want to play with it, but I kind of want 10. I think I had 9, but I used 2 of them, just willy-nilly. But also, yeah, I made a Blue Sky account today, so if you want to follow me for that, that'd be nice. I could definitely follow back if you want as well. It's like a Twitter. I mean, I think it is trying to like replace Twitter and whatnot. But yeah, 1 max wind charge. What do you mean by max? Let's buy 3, right? Use that coupon to buy 1, get 2? Huh. Thanks for your purchase. Thanks for your purchase. See you next time. Okay. Tiggy's 1 diamond. I don't think he really thought this thing out here. I don't think I'm supposed to get like 4 things because I didn't think about replacing them. And also, I don't think he thought it out. I'll place these back in. Oh, there's a chest up there. I don't really need the coupon or whatnot, right? Place them back in case anybody else wants them. Oh, misclick. It's a misclick. So there we go. We got that. And what was it? 1 max wind charge, right? So, oh, they're all renamed. So yeah, there we go. Oh, I think they're supposed to replace the wind charges, but they'll keep replacing them, right? So I get 3 free there. I got some trial keys. Where should I put the trial keys? I have them somewhere, right? I guess I should put them in here. They're definitely useful. And hopefully there'll be more uses in the future, because if you're a single player person, right? You just have to unlock the vaults once. You can't unlock them more times unless they have the ability to change that in the future, right? And maybe you should be able to make like locked chests with them, you know? Maybe put a trial key in the middle, right? Here, I'll act it out a little bit. Put a trial key in the middle. Imagine that's a trial key, and then surround it with stone or something, right? and you'll get a locked chest that you can unlock with a trial key or whatnot, right? Or with some random key with the name that you put on it, right? You probably won't be able to use the key, but you'll be able to use it once. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how locked chests would work, though, to be quite honest. But yeah, I think with this, we should be able to jump all the way to the top there. Oh! Rip. Okay. They were standing in there. Unfortunately, I forgot that, what is it called? I forgot that it activates redstone. I mean, we have more chances. Okay. Where's my boat? I put the boat somewhere, right? Ah, come on. I gotta get these guys in boats. There we go. 2 boats right there. But yeah, I think we can make it on top of that if we I accidentally started flying there. Maybe? There we go. It's a small little burst, but I could jump 3 blocks with it. And I really hope they allow you to craft with this now, right? Also, what the heck? They allow you to craft these instead of always kill them, right? Always having to kill them. Because it would really suck if you couldn't craft them. You can always get on top like that, though, but that requires placing a block, and this does not. And if I do this, right? If I shoot this at it, these should all trigger, right? If I hit it... There we go. They all triggered. Can't believe I missed like that. Blue sky, did you say? Yeah. There should be a link in the Discord for it. Oh, by the way, SnowGo40 is not a proper Minecraft username, so I can't put that in. If you know what her actual Java username is, then let me know. Then I can just whitelist it. Also, yeah, I think this has to hit like the side of a block. If you're all the way down, right? Like the reason why it bounces you up is because it hits the side of the wall and is able to bounce you, right? But if you don't hit the side of the wall, if you're like way above, right, and you have nothing to bounce off of, it'll just hit the ground. I think that's how it works, right? Yeah, we can always do that. But I don't think we could do... Yeah, we can't do a mid-air jump without anything below us or on the side so that we can do like a wall jump or whatnot. But that would be interesting, right? Hold on. Let me think about this a little bit. Oh, we're... all right. Okay. I forgot. I don't want these guys to die. So, if they ever turn into zombies... I'm just gonna put some blocks above them so that sunlight do not reach. There we go. And I'll also put... I do not have any torches on me at the moment. I'll also put torches around here if I had any. I don't know why they just build with no torches, man. Yeah, this one does not have any torches either. I really do not have any coal, huh? I need some coal. Where's my furnace? My furnace right there. I need some coal, and we're not going to do the noob thing of putting a log to put in a log. Putting a log as fuel, I mean. We're putting in planks. Nice, okay. That's enough. Snow Girl 48. Hopefully that's right. Tell me if it's right. Or I'll just delete the remove because I might have just whitelisted a random person that's not her. But yeah. Just to make sure. And let's grab all this. And we're gonna build something real quick. Build something real quick on the creative server because we do not have enough wind charges here. You're okay. They're deleted so they won't roll. I was gonna make them scared for a second, but I guess not. They won't roll if they're deleted, even though they're so scared. I can tell they're so scared. We're gonna set on Minetron C right here. And disconnect. So what I want to do is do the creative redstone one. I know what I'm doing. Not the creative redstone one, the snapshot redstone one. And okay, we do have wind charges. What else do I want? Copper, chiseled copper, maybe. So I think we can do like a little wall jump action, right? Ah. Maybe not? Ah. Oh, come on. Dang it, man. I need to, like, do it really fast, huh? No. I think you could probably, like... Yeah, you could continuously do it. You just need, like... good timing, I guess. And you need the angle to be... good, I guess. Oh, do I need to... Okay, this is just me holding... Oh, you get so much more height if you press jump as soon as you get hit with it, right? This is me without pressing jump, right? But when I press jump as soon as I hit it, right? You go up so much higher. I haven't been pressing jump at all. Okay. But if you jump before it, you're not going to be able to do it. So you kind of have to do it at the same time. Yeah. Okay, this is me doing it at the same time. Yeah, you get more height if you do that. Okay. I'll let you know soon. Miss Snow says thanks. No problem, no problem. Yeah, you get so much more height. If you just do this, I'm not pressing anything besides right click, right? You're not getting that much height. But if you jump like that, right? What if you're running? Oh, you still get it. You still get the height. Oh my gosh. The parkour, like, potential of this is insane. But also, you can definitely mess it up, right? Oof. Like, you can make it so that, like... Okay. You can make it so that you have to, like, jump through something, right? We'll say dirt. and we'll use like berry bushes. Like you cannot really sprint through berry bushes, right? Like you can't, it just eats your jump or whatnot, right? So in order to make it to the other side, maybe you have to wind burst. Oh, rip. It also eats your jump at the edge of the block as well. And it pushes you off, right? Yeah. Although that's probably not the best demonstration. Let's try it again. Ah. Huh. It still has its hitbox here, right? Am I still really in it? I guess it's counting... yeah, I guess it's counting the full, like, yeah, it might be counting the fully grown hitbox, right? Let me see. It might be counting the fully grown hitbox as the... when it's even in the small state, right? Yeah. So I think it's counting it as the fully grown one, even though it's small. Like, you can see it's much smaller there, right? But I don't think I am close to it at all, yeah. During my hitboxes, right? Or maybe it's just counting the full block as a sort of growth thing, right? So maybe, can I do this? Shears. No, for berry bushes, you cannot snip them to stop them from growing, right? For bamboo, you can, right? I think. Not like that? Maybe not? What is... oh no, it's vines, right? You can snip the vines to stop them from growing. I'm not sure if it applies to regular vines. Probably not. Oops. No, it doesn't. But I think it counts for these kind of vines. Yeah, you can hear the action there, right? Yeah, so those won't grow anymore. But it doesn't account for like bamboo and sugarcane and all that stuff, right? So it is counting the full block. It is still a pretty, like, pretty interesting, like, mechanic here, right? Ah, shoot. Like, even at the edge of the block, you can't jump to the next one. And I don't think, even if you had, like, a full sprinting area, you'd be able to jump past it. Yeah. So you do need to use the wind charge. Or maybe it's better, yeah. Maybe it's better to repel yourself off this platform. Yeah. Instead of trying to repel yourself, like, from the berry bush. But you definitely can. And you could also stop yourself a little bit there. But yeah, it's very interesting. I think I hit that a little bit too late. Ah, rip. Yeah, berry bushes are kind of kind of interesting. Oh my gosh, that was so much height. Parkour tool right there, yeah. Just got a berry there. But I think it's definitely a fun mechanic, right? Like, you could definitely get, like, good height. If you just jump beforehand, right? I think it even slowed me down, right? When I was walking a little bit forward. And you can't really get out of it without having to slow down, right? Yeah, it's a very interesting little thing. Probably don't even need that, right? There we go. This is so good, though, right? I love it. Except for that, I hate the berry bush. Berry bush kind of suck. And it's also pretty fun for PvP, right? Because I'll say this, right? Give me a lot of that. If I go into survival mode, right? I'm not gonna take any damage from that fall. Because it doesn't count. Right? Rip. That counts. So it's not like you lose anything from falling now, right? Oh, shoot. How did that damage me? I don't know how that damaged me. Maybe I hit the berry bush by accident? I like it, yeah. But I think it's really cool. Like you could do like you could do like smash stages or something, right? With this. Like you could recreate like Donkey Kong or whatnot. Maybe we'll put it in the middle. How do you get across this? Not like that. But like this. Just implement like a kind of ceiling too. Maybe you could do like a little puzzle challenge here. Maybe just do this. Have like the copper trapdoors. Like that, right? So you have like 2 wind charges, I guess. Oh, that would be interesting, actually. Okay. Just don't hold that. I think that's way too slow, though. It might... the concept is there. It's just not working. Just not working how I intended to. But yeah. And maybe you could do like a little puzzle level, right? Like this, where... if you jump high, a little bit high enough, right? Maybe you'll get like a chest or something, right? We'll put like a vault up there. Oh yeah, the vault texture did change as well. So you can get some kind of prize. Like if you get up high enough, right? You'll be able to claim this thing. Let's see. What is it called? Trial key? But this has like no NBT data, so it probably not going to spit out anything. Oh no, it does spit out. Oh. So it has random random NBT data, not no NBT data. Okay. We got a enchanted golden apple, right? Mario, but in Minecraft. Like, yeah, that's pretty easy to get up to. And plus, if you beat it, right, you can just fall down onto this level and keep going. Maybe that's not great design. Because, let's say this, right? You got here. But you can still do this at the end there, right? You still do this here. Maybe have a trapdoor there. Maybe iron trapdoor is better because you can't activate it randomly. You'll still be able to use wind charges, right? But you can't just activate it with the right click. Oh, I forgot. You can't activate it. Maybe it'll be at a high enough level where you can reach it? Yeah. Maybe it's like that. You know, you could jump onto it if you want to. But if you don't remember to flip that, right? Then you'll just get hit with this, right? Your head will just hit that. And if you don't see it, maybe you won't get anything, right? And also this vault is used, so you can't really do anything else with it. Yeah. I think that's cool. You can get it without having to do this thing. But over here, you get a second chance of being able to get it right. There we go. And new vault. Wow, what great prizes, am I right? But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool idea. You can't cross this. Maybe with jump boost you can. Let me get a... let's get a jump boost potion. Jump boost and milk. And maybe speed, in case speed might help. Yeah. So let's try speed first. Can we actually make the jump with just speed? No, we can't. This is just a 5-block jump, right? Let's do it here. Let's make it 2 wide right now. 1 with and without the bush. Yeah, okay. I feel like I jumped pretty late on that block too. Okay, if I had just jump boost, right? Okay, I can't make that either. I almost can make it, I think. You just have to have like a really precise jump, I think. But it's close enough that you're not going to be able to make it. Oh my gosh. I think that was super close. Oh, we got it. But you're not going to have jump boost in this level, so it doesn't really matter that much. But you can only really make it with jump boost, no swiftness, right? If you had jump boost and swiftness, let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's an easy jump. But I'm not going to give you that during, if I ever make this, a thing. You only have the wind charge. That even wasn't enough because I sucked at that. Oh, dang, the jump boost is actually helping a lot there. Maybe there are sections that I'll maybe turn on jump boost or something. But yeah, you can go up here. Be able to get your keys and stuff. Put that over here, right? Get over to get your prizes, your loot. Ooh. You. Very interesting, right? But yeah. You can definitely make some challenge levels, right? With this stuff. If you do a good jump, you'll make it up there. I don't know how to do... I don't know how to force a bad jump. Like, a bad jump, but good enough, right? Yeah, I don't know how to force it. Maybe that's more difficult, is to be consistent with the bad jump. Yeah. It might be easier just to get to this level. Maybe I should make it so that you have to jump up there eventually, but this is where you can definitely get some items, right? Like, this is the way forward, right? Like, it's harder to get on that level rather than get on the top. Ah. But then I don't need that, right? Because you can just trigger the trapdoors. Maybe okay. What is the off state here? Oh, what is the powered state? I can't change the powered state. If I do this, right? Like, those are on, but that means that I can always flip that off, right? It's not like powered, unpowered, right? Yeah, I don't know how to actually, like... get this to actually stay on. Maybe you can make it timed, right? Maybe stone buttons can be activated with this, right? Where the heck did I put my copper trapdoors? Like, yeah, we activate it. It can do that, right? So maybe... maybe you could do something like this. Like, let's say you have a target block. Although you don't really need a target block. You could just hit it. Right? Oh. You can't place anything without shifting on it. Target block like that. And that would go up to... little T flip-flop. And make that open for a little while or something like that. Could be like a timed opening. I don't know. But it could be an interesting little mechanic, right? But I just don't like that I can't, like, do something about that, right? Maybe if you do this, right? If you go over here, you press the button with what you do, right? And that opens up. You can't open up another time. Maybe this will be like iron or something, right? So you can't open it up. But it will be open for a set amount of time. Or maybe not a set amount of time. Maybe you could do something like this. You can't go down below, right? But if you're able to get over here, you can just set a little, like set a little button or something up there. Oh, rip. There we go. So you can get up, but you can't get down. Oh, but you can get down because it can go through blocks, this wind charge effect, right? So even if you're up here, you can definitely trigger it sometimes. Yeah, with the wind charge. You can definitely trigger it sometimes with the wind charge. It looks like I'm able to do it precisely, maybe? Or maybe it is just a little bit random. I'll aim at this 3x3, but at this corner every single time. Will this always trigger it? It looks to always trigger it. Oh, but I guess... if I aim there, right? Oh! Does it pop you up high enough that you can't go through? Even if you're able to activate it, you can't go through because you're still falling. Yeah. Oh no, but there's still time. Oh my gosh. Maybe? Okay. Since buttons get pressed down a little bit further, right? For a little bit more time. Actually, no. That wouldn't make any sense. It should be a smaller timer, right? Yeah, so I can't use any wooden buttons. Oh, rip. Maybe instead... Yeah, maybe instead we will do the buttons down below here, right? And then they'll just send the signal up. Let's see. Not YouTube. Redstone. Sorry about this little detour, but I just think it's a little bit interesting. Huh. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, so it might have some delay. Yeah, I think it's delayed too much. I think you'd have to have like a Because the redstone torches give you, what is it? My mind is blanking. Redstone torches give you 1 tick of delay. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of slabbage. I think that still works. Yeah. Yeah, so instead of that, if you wanted to hide it, you can move it like a block back, right? And we're gonna make it work the same over here as well. There we go. So we're all the way up here now, and we can't activate it at all. We can't even activate that redstone because it's not a button. Right? We can't get back down there. I think that's the solution. So if you miss that, you can always, like, jump back down, right? In case you want to keep trying it or something. So, level 1. Level 1, we got that working. But this is definitely not the best way to do it. Let's do it like this. Rather have like target blocks or something. Get a little redstone. Oh, I shouldn't do target blocks because I'd be able to hit it through the wall probably with the wind charge. Really? I can't hit it through the wall with the wind charge? Huh. Then why could I hit the buttons from down below? Or do target blocks not work with the wind charge? No, they do. Oh, maybe not. No, they do. Huh. Weird. I feel like I'm hitting the corner, right? But they're not opening. Interesting. Maybe this design will work. Or maybe not. I was thinking about it a little bit more. Yeah, the easiest way to do it is just to pillar up like this, right? Yeah, I think instead of like this, I could just use glass or something instead of slabs. I'm not sure if it actually works with glass. Oh, this isn't, it's not powering anything there. Not sure if that's quasi. No, it isn't. Okay. Yeah, okay. So that's powering that block and all that stuff. So I guess I would have to bring this a little bit lower or something. It's not really the greatest height. Maybe I should have done a different height. And I'll start the moving process up here on this side. I could always try to loop it up at the top, but I don't think that's great. So all of that would be behind a wall. Yep, okay, that works. Like that. And then, if you can imagine, there's going to be walls on the side, so you're not going to be able to see any of the redstone or whatnot, right? Imagine walls on every part of that. So if you trigger it over here, right, it's only going to be for a second. But if you're too good at the game, or you do the regular jump there, you won't be able to get that. And you can always jump back on here in order to retry. But if you get a good jump, you're able to control your jump a little bit. Like that, maybe. You'll be able to get here. I think you can actually, like... Yeah, just do a little bit like that, a maneuvering. Well, I'm okay with that. Like, I think that's definitely a pro strat, maybe. And then you can go grab your items. Where's my trial keys? Go grab the items that you want. That you just won, you know? Dang, that's a lot. Or maybe they'll just be chests, you know? But I think it's a fun little thing that you can do, right? Huh. And then when you want to get out of here, right, you just hit the buttons. And you'll be able to get out, but you can't. You can go back down if you want to, I guess. I don't know how to prevent you to make it sure that you can't go back down, right? Like, how high are you jumping here? How high are you jumping here to make that? I could possibly do something like this, right? Like, this is definitely, you can't go back down, even if you have the walls there, right? You definitely can't go back down, but you'll land on the bushes. Yeah, and if you run full strength with the wind burst, you're still going to be able to get up to here, right? I'm trying. Trying to do the small jump. But I can't. I started flying there. Ah, come on. Oh, so close. But it's easy to get up there, right? Trying my darndest now to get that medium jump. It's so easy to get the high jump, but you can't get the medium jump that well. Dang, the medium jump is hard. How do you get a medium height jump here? That goes high. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit of an angle there. Okay. Ah, I think you just... Yeah, you definitely need to get it right. Maybe just always look down. Yeah, that's an interesting jump. But you can fail it pretty easily, I guess. If you do it too late, you'll end up in the bushes. Ah, but that's nice. I think that's a fun little puzzle thing, right? It's a fun little puzzle thing. Yeah, and when you need to get back up, just do that, right? And you can't go back down and to try again. I mean, you can't go back down and try again, right? But you won't do the whole cheesy thing that I did before, right? Like, I think you could possibly make that. But there's definitely, you definitely need a lot more skill with that. But there's going to be walls everywhere, so I don't think it's going to be possible, right? Ah, yeah, probably not possible. So that jump is very interesting. Ah, there we go. We still made it, even though I think that was a very small jump comparatively. Yeah. Cool. And what if it was, okay, instead of berry bushes, what if it was honey, right? What if it was honey? Because you definitely can't just sprint off that, right? I did like a really small, oops, a really small jump there. Yeah, you still do that, but you can't do that with the berry bushes, right? So honey looks like it could be okay, but it really isn't, right? Yeah. The berry bush will always eat your jump. Well, unless the honey was maybe like 1 block lower. 1 block lower. I think it's actually kind of possible. Yeah, you could do that, right? Because yeah, you can do honey pretty easily. Maybe you can actually do honey. Yeah, okay. But for berries, right? Like if you try to jump up in this thing, right? You're not going to be able to. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe I'll try it without creative mode because I think I flew there. You're going to kill yourself. Okay. You're going to kill yourself if you actually try that. Because you're moving inside the berry bush and that's when you take damage, right? So honey is definitely a no-go. It could be different in different like scenarios, right? But I think honey is definitely a no-go. But that's an interesting little parkour puzzle challenge, right? Yeah. I think this is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting concept. Easy to get up here, but not easy to get the prize. Right? It takes a little bit of skill. And you don't even have to go out, right? And down below, maybe you could do something like have like tons of water. And it fills you back into the start. Filters you back into the start where maybe instead of ladders, you just have the chiseled slate here. You'll have to jump back up to the beginning platform, you know? Just tons of water down here. Yeah, maybe I have to do something about that as well. It's probably not the best. Maybe you move that forward, right? So that you can cover it. And move everything back a little bit. I still don't think you can clear this. Yeah. Can't really clear it, but I would move everything back like 1 block. Water like that. You probably should not be sprinting on this first jump. That's easy to get up to. Rip. There we go. We're able to cross into this area. And then when you want to get out, you just do that, right? I think this would be fun to build once 1.21 comes out, right? Like, what can we do to make this color 1.21 comes out? Is what I mean. I think I said something else. No, I don't think I should use black. It's very, very, I don't know how to say it. It's very, very... It would be very, very hard to see the edges, I guess. We had like a white or something. Fill in the space around here. Then we had some like bulbs or something. Oh, I'm not in the search. Upper bulbs, let's wax them. Let's have them waxed. I think I could just turn them on like that. Oh no, wait, you can't turn them on with just that. I wonder if that works. Yeah, for some reason buttons have like a big hitbox on them, I think. That's why target blocks won't work. They won't work if you do the target blocks, but that can always be on, right? Yeah. That's the kind of aesthetic. It'd be a very, very, very tight corridor kind of like puzzle thing. Let's see. Actually, what if we did have like a little wall around here, right? What if we did have like a little wall for the berries, right? Could you just... You could do some kind of like wall climber stuff. Without touching the berry bushes at all. But I wonder if you can get up with just you can, I think. But it's much more difficult than just going straight up like that. So I think the walls could be a puzzle element like later. But for now, you can achieve it with just wall jumps. But it's not the best way to achieve it. In fact, it can be much, much slower. Yeah, so that's how that would look. Maybe for some portions we might use glass so that other people can see in, right? So you can get up like that. I think it kind of sucks, right? Because if you do fail it, you have to go back down like that. So maybe it's better to just have like a wall here, right? Can you even blast out of the water? You can. But it doesn't give you height. I think if you're skilled enough, you could definitely get up higher there. But for replayability's sake, people could just jump down here. I just don't want people to, like, what is it called? Maybe instead, we'll just have this bit of water here, because if people fall down, I just don't want them to get destroyed by the water, by fall damage. Like, you're already... Oh. Let's give myself some health here. Like, you're already taking damage from the berry bushes, and if you just take some fall damage, you'll just die, right? But you can get back up here pretty easily now. Oops. That jump wasn't good enough. Or wasn't bad enough. But you can get across there, right? In survival. I'm hitting my head on something. Okay, we can get out, right? If you ever want to retry this, you can. And make sure to... make sure that is gone like that. But when you need to retry it, you can just jump back down. If you just want to make it to the next level, that's okay. But if you want to retry it, that's okay as well. I don't know why I'm taking damage there. I feel like I'm taking way more damage than I need to. I think I was landing on the side. Oh yeah, what the heck was that? Like, I just got out of the water and took tons of damage. Okay, let's say that, right? Maybe it's because I threw that wind charge. Okay, I'm over here, right? So let's say I did the wind charge, right? Came down. Will I die from this? Yeah. I think that's a bug. I think that's a bug. How am I taking that fall damage after I exit the water, right? Whoa. Did you see that? Okay, it does go straight, but it looks like it tilts. Like, because of the animation. I think it looks like it curves around when I do that. Which is very interesting. There we go. Yeah, what if we do, like, toggle these guys on? Oops. How does that look? That looks kind of interesting. I think it looks less bland than before. But yeah, I'm just taking massive amounts of damage if you fail that jump, right? You can definitely make it. Oh, even if I don't hit the berry bush, I think... Okay, I think what's happening, right, is that when you do the wind burst, right, coming in water, standing in water, does not finish off does not deplete the fall damage, right? So, okay, I think I can make an instant death thing here. If I try, right? Okay. Like, let's say this. Because we use... Okay, we need to fall from a higher height, though. But because we use the wind charge to fall into water, right? At a Y level much lower... much lower than when we started, right? Because the fall damage is not being reset by the... by landing in water, right? Okay. So, I'm gonna get some health potions here. Because we don't land anytime soon. It just doesn't reset the water thing. Instant death machine. Let's put our bed around here. That's a pretty funny thing. That's a pretty funny thing, right? Like, it's an instant death machine if you don't land up here, right? Because if you do this right, if you do that, land on here, you take no fall damage. You still land in the water and get out. It doesn't build up that fall damage. But if you don't land on the platform, but land straight into the water, so many more blocks down, right? That Y level difference is going to give you the fall damage as soon as you get on land. Oh my gosh. That is funny. That is actually super funny. I'm sure they're gonna fix it, but that's a weird bug. If you land and fall, right, you're not gonna take the fall damage. But if you don't land on the platform again, but get out of water, you're gonna take the fall damage immediately and die. How bad I am at redstone. I thought you always needed a redstone torch for power. Well, it's this thing, right? These wind charges only do flip over power for certain things, right? Like that. Like you'll see it deplete. But for copper bulbs, if you do that, if you just power it once, it will toggle and not toggle back off, right? So, oh, we made it still. Okay. And then we do that, and you're out of here, right? I'll put like a copper door or something. And we'll make it look like you can only get out this way, right? Oh, right. There we go. And if you fall back down, you're just back to the same level, right? So, I think that's a very funny bug. I wonder if people will actually take advantage of it, like, quickly. And make levels or make things that only work with that bug in play. Would only work on this snapshot. I'm pretty sure they'll fix it, right? It's not like a hard thing to fix, I think. Just make that fall damage reset when you're back in the water. Like, water will negate all of it. And then up here, just put some glass, right? So you can't go above this. Above this ceiling, right? Oh, I think that actually messes with the the try there. Yeah. I think I actually depend on that. Oh, but you can still get up there, right? It just a little bit more precise than before. And you do gotta watch out for the berries doing that, but you can still get over here, right? And if you line yourself, you can still get up and out of here, right? I think making the glass ceiling maybe another block taller would be interesting. Would be better, right? Sorry, it's not like snapshot survival stuff right now, but this is stuff that I really can't test without being in a creative world. Yeah, this is easy stuff to remedy, though. But yeah. Still be easy to get up here. And when you're coming up this way, you're not going to bonk your head and fall straight down. Because you bonked your head, right? So yeah. Look at that full thing worked out there. Very interesting. Get up here. You can go up here. Or you can go and try to get that item. If you so dare. There we go. You can fall down if you make a mistake, not get hurt. But in this current snapshot, you can die from overdoing it, right? I just like doing that for some reason. That's a pretty funny thing to think about doing, right? All right. Survival mode. Go back in creative mode here. Let's say and get out this way, right? Go up 5 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another platform right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Platform right there. Have a platform like that, or not. It will have the diving board like right there, right? I feel like it's a little crooked for some reason. Up there, and then you successfully die. Yeah, it still saves even if you're in creative. It still saves. Why wouldn't it save anyway, right? Let's see. There we go. Let's give myself a lot more of these, right? So if you're in survival, right? Oops. I took a lot of damage there. If you miss it, and you fall down to a lower level, you will get penalized. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult. Then you could do this. Fall down and die immediately. Oh, that could be an interesting little mechanic, couldn't it? Like, if you did something like this, like, you're always... Okay. If you're always under, like, resistance and stuff, or... I'm not sure if that would actually work, but we're gonna try it, right? Iron blocks. We're not gonna build on netherite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we should build a quick beacon here. I'm also very hungry now. I think I've been thinking a little bit too much. My brain has been racking itself making this small section here. For how many hours? Well, what time is it? For an hour and a half, I think. I think since we ended the survival world. But yeah, it's very interesting how many things you can build with this. Iron ingot. Let's grab that. Oh, I had some of that on me. Well, we can definitely give ourselves, like, maybe resistance and regen right there. I think we could still die from it, right? We'll try. So we go up here, right? Oops. Yeah, we're gonna heal up pretty easily if we fall, right? But if you try to die quickly, right, then that won't happen. If we just take fall damage immediately, right? Oh, shoot. A little bit of resistance will kill your chances of dying like that. Okay. But if we just do it again really quickly, right? Yeah, we can die and you can enter the next stage, maybe. Maybe you could do something like this. If you just do some dying, right? So you're only able to fall up there, right? But the only way you're going to access another bed is this way, right? And you're only really able to go past this area if you die. So you definitely can't respawn on those two blocks, right? Let's try it. Yeah, you'd only be able to respawn on the bed. That's the only place that you can respawn, right? But if you do this, you can respawn here on the side, but it won't choose these two blocks because that is inaccessible. But I think you can still choose to set your spawn point there, right? I'll set my spawn point here, right? But that's now reset, right? So now you can go back up here, do your whole charade game here, do the thing here. What is it called? My mind is blanking on his name. Do the little parkour puzzle here. I guess I should call them parkour puzzles, right? Yeah, we're still gonna take a lot of damage. You should probably like go up a lot higher if you want to die immediately, right? Or maybe not. You still have the regeneration on you. But you can jump from this height now and kill yourself. And you won't be able to get back past there, but you can go to the next level, right? If you go this way. Okay. Yeah. That could be an interesting puzzle as well, right? You can think about death, but I think this is a bug that's going to be fixed, right? So that's not I don't think this is going to be viable. I don't think this is going to be a viable puzzle later. But for right now, I think it's a very interesting little idea. Go all the way up here, maybe. And then put a ceiling right, and imagine there's some walls. So you can't, like, jump out. Anyhow, you still fall through there. And you might die. You'll die when you get right out. Yeah. Very interesting. You won't die from this. But you'll die if you take a wind charge to the to the pool below, right? You'll take some damage if you take a wind charge to the pool below. Let's see. Actually, I want to see if, like, even if you do something like this, right? Does that count? Yeah, that does still count. Okay. Very interesting. I guess what I could do instead of resistance, I think it will kill you if you just put, like, strength like that, right? So instead of resistance, if we go all the way up here without resistance. Oops. Oops. Oh my gosh, man. I really suck at that, man. I suck at the consistency there. Let's see. Going creative. Let's do that. Maybe I should make like command block that's around here. / give. Lang days. Wind charge. 64. Oh yeah, I'm not in survival. So now, I think we can kill ourselves. Yeah, okay. But what if I reset it, like, okay. I think you could survive it, right? If you reset it all the way up here, but still get hit by a wind charge down below. I think that might reset it, right? Like, we do that. Like, we got hit a little bit like that over in that area. Yeah. So you can reset the damage if you get hit all the way below there with another wind charge. Right? Like, yeah, that would definitely kill you, right? But if you do this at the bottom, right? You're still getting hit by another wind charge, and you can come out, like, unscathed, basically. But if you don't do that at the top, right? Then you will take the damage and die. And we're out into the next level, right? So you can save yourself. You don't even have to do it like while you're falling. You could just do it here. Right, and you won't take any damage. So that's an interesting little way around it, but I think it's a bug that's going to be fixed in the next snapshot or something, right? Because the fall damage, you should not just be able to get out of the water and then instantly die, because you just took a windfall all the way up here, right? Nothing I did, and then death. I think it is a fun bug, but it's definitely gonna get fixed. So I think that's gonna be it for me. I've been streaming for 3 hours straight. I did not expect to do this much in creative mode, but I think it's fun. I think we should actually do a lot more of this kind of like puzzly stuff with the wind charges. can learn a little bit more on that. And I could possibly build this on the EchoCraft server, right? As like a little puzzle minigame, right? There we go, level cleared. Or you could just do that without grabbing any of the special stuff down below. I don't think we're gonna do this because we can't really move them or create our own. We're just gonna put like a little chest here for anybody to grab, right? Just like, oh, grab one of each. Grab one for you or something like that, right? Something like that. It would be fun if we can make our own like little vaults. And you could even do like a hard mode of this kind of thing, right? Like you're only going to give like players the amount that you would need in order to get the treasure and the thing, right? So if you fail, you can't do it again, or else you won't get any more win charges. But if you attempt this, right, like you would only need 2 win charges to beat it. So I would give 2 at the start and nothing more, right? But if you only needed 1 win charge, you'd only need 1 win charge for this part. So maybe there would be like a bonus at the end being like, if you didn't collect all the treasure, you can deposit the remaining win charges for a bonus or something like that. Like there's a lot, like this really racks the brain with all the many possibilities you could use win charges for. I love this new like mechanic, right? It's just that if you want to use it for more stuff, it's got to be really renewable, you know? Like you can't just keep on killing breezes or waiting for breezes to respawn and all that stuff to farm these things up, right? Like I feel like you definitely need some other way. Some other way of crafting these things. Like, as I said before, this is how you make a fire charge, by the way, right? So, make a fire charge by getting a crafting table. Well, we don't really need a crafting table, but, oh, we could put it in a crafter, though, actually. What do I need? I need gunpowder, coal, and I think blaze powder. So yeah, that makes a fire charge. So I'm thinking instead, right, we can have breeze powder, right? These are easy to get. You get breeze powder and then you'll make your own wind charges, right? I think that's a I really hope they do the breeze rods and breeze powder kind of thing, because otherwise I think there's going to be like no chance that people are making these many things using this using the wind charges, because I think the wind charges are cool. And what I want with the fire charges as well, right, is to be able to shoot them like like the wind charges. I know it's pretty overpowered, especially for griefers to do that kind of stuff, but you know, I think that would be interesting. To be able to shoot fireballs like how blazes shoot at fireballs at you, right? Like how breezes shoot wind charges at you. The fire charges, they could have more use. I'll build it and try it in the next major game update. Critter can be fun. My brain is smoking the possibilities. Yeah, this is why I call it the best new item in the game, man. This is so good. Like this, I think the crafter is the best new block, followed by like the copper bulbs or something, especially for redstoners. But currently I think the new item, the wind charge, is insanely good. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I need to go eat because I'm hungry as heck after doing all this stuff, and it's been like 3.5 hours, so I think that's gonna be it. We might actually do some more tomorrow on this stuff, because I feel like I have more ideas that I can implement, right? But yeah, hopefully you have had a great time here. Hopefully you've got some ideas, right, about what you can do with these wind charges. Let me know. Let me see them. I think that would be fun, right? But yeah, have a good day, good night, good life, and I'll see you in the next one. I gotta go eat. I'm so hungry for reals. Bye bye. Have a good rest of your days.